Okay? The hands are just up here for convenience now. Okay? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, two, two. Try to bring the foot right up above the knee. Okay? And the movement's coming from the knee. So we're not just lifting up. Yeah? We're bringing up from the knee. Yeah? One more time. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, same movement, we're going to go past the leg and stand. So stand with the ball of the foot, not your heel. Okay, you damage yourself. Stand with your heel. Okay? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, two, two. Good. This is a downward stamping motion. Yeah? You guys are all very familiar with Naihanchi. So all of these movements pretty much derive from the Naihanchi level. Right? Yeah. Okay. One more time. Imagine you're going to take the leg and then come in behind it and stand through where that other leg was. So to illustrate, just think about positioning. Yeah. What I'm doing is coming in here and stamping down. Yeah? So I'm stealing his place. Stealing where he's standing. So I steal his leg. Yeah. The object of the next three exercises is to strengthen the connecting tissue. So we don't want to be too tense. Relax, stretch, come back. Relax, stretch, come back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich. Hatch, good, good, good. The hands are coming out over the top and coming back naturally. So try to allow the natural flex in your muscles, in your connecting tissues to bring them back. Good. Forwards. You're going to go forward like a double back fist and roll back into something like the eye position. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, ju, ju, good. Go over the top, extend and then bring it back. Okay, one more time. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, ju, ju. Good, next one. Cross to here. Cross to here. A little bit of a flex here now, yeah? So you just move your center a little bit too, yeah? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, ju, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, go, ich, hatch, ju, ju. Okay? So we got the three movements, right? Lateral, forwards, and diagonally down. So now we want to drive those movements from the hip to the center. Right? We'll move from the center. So same framework, same movements. This time, we're going to start the movement from the hip. So both hands are still going to go where they're going to go. So it's not this, both still going out. You're going to go right hip, left hip, right hip, left hip, right hip, left hip. And this is a lateral movement. Lateral. Yeah? Really try to move from the hip. Try to remove all of the tension from your arms. Think of these like a ball on a chain. Yeah? Iron ball chain. Yeah, right, good. Hitch. Down. Go. Go. Hitch. Hatch. Two. Two. Both hands. Hitch. Knee. Down. Chi. Go. Go. Hitch. Hatch. Two. Two. Good, okay. Forwards. Forwards and backwards. I stole this from Master Ken. Your hips naturally move forwards and up, and backwards and down. Right? That's a very natural move. So if you were going to push, a car or something heavy, like you would engage your hip and push. So that's the feeling. Sanshin practitioners are very, very okay with this, yeah? Engaging the hip. Don't get too tense about this. Feel like throwing the hands forward. Okay? Like this. So this is a diagonal movement, right? Just both lateral and dropping. Lateral and dropping. So essentially, you gave down what I hip movements, yeah? Okay, so again, move from the hip, right, left, Head itch, knee, right, chi, walk, rock, itch, touch, shoot, itch, knee, back, chi, walk, rock, itch, touch, shoot, right, we're going to try to avoid the elbows coming out. Ideally, there's going to be about a fist space in between the elbow and your body. And you have the feeling like there's a string, an invisible cord, that's kind of tying your elbow to your body. Close, open, close, open, close, open. Very relaxed. Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, touch, cue, two, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, touch, cue, two. Now imagine, as I said before, the hand is a ball on the end of the chain. Yeah? So rather than an iron bar, yeah? But don't go out here, right? It's going to protect your window, your front box. Right? So this, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, touch, cue, two, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, itch, touch. Two. Good. Okay, one down, one up. Two down, three down. Cover your center line. Cover. Change. Try and be careful not to pull this back. Yeah? Drop the tension in your shoulder. So your hand will be forward. Both hands are both going to be used on stage. Both hands need to be both able to kick and attack, yeah, to receive and attack at the same time. So ideally, this is great. There's going to be about 90-degree angle between these. This will be just in front of the shoulder, right here. This is great. Sometimes some practitioners will bring the hand in front of the groin, just because their thinking is they're protecting their groin. Okay, that doesn't matter too much there or there, but the idea, this is not what you want, right? So that's great. Keep the elbows in. Right, so small thing at the beginning is san, shi, go, rock, chich, touch, cue, two, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, touch, cue, two, itch, knee, san, shi, go, rock, chich, touch, cue, two. Always potential for the Ukiyama strike at the same time. It's actually called and position down here. Okay, very straightforward. Yeah? Straight punch. Okay, roll in underneath, and the hand comes through here. Yeah. Try not to make this the iron bar. Make it the whip. Yeah. This one also, don't pull back. Keep that positive pressure and that control about there. Yeah, you don't need to push it a long way away. But if you close down there, now a little flex by him, even just flex this, yeah. I don't lose my balance, right? So it's important that this moves forward and active. Okay. One more time. This is your uke. This stops you getting punched in the face. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you guys are not going to do this, but this, yeah, that doesn't work. Right? It's not fast enough. It's too close. Yeah. So here, yeah, keep this, and if you can, try to win that position right on his leg. Yeah? you can get that position by default, that's a really good skill to build to. Okay? So the way that we get to that is, it's pretty much below, it's going to be below this elbow and this arm, yeah? And then this one's going to come out there. Yeah? Okay? Alright, we're just going to do that. If you're comfortable with this, then you can do it as a continuous one, next one, right? Knee, time, and continue. But obviously, you know, be careful about your surroundings. So if you're just starting with it, just do one side 2 or 3 times, do the other side 2 or 3 times. Okay? Yes. This is now we're starting to use the concept of muchini, stickiness, sticky hands. Yeah, so I don't want to do this. Yeah, and I don't want to do this. That's something else. That's not wrong. That's something else right now. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Utilizing the Naihanchi base, and particularly, for example, if you're using one of those to start to compromise their base, you don't want to then lose that. Right? So you want to keep this as is. Active, a little bit springy, yeah, but not compromise it when we twist. So we twist from here. So we twist as much as possible from the mid-torso. Yeah. Yeah. And then use that. Use the natural spring in the body. Yeah, just throw and it will come back. You throw and it will come back to zero by itself. So you don't need to pull. So in the context of then our opportunity here, as we were doing 1, 2, 3, 1, and get into the body, right? In. We want to, as much as possible, use this to break the stance. So if we can get them to bend down and their hands on top, this becomes a face shot. Right? In Naihanchi, we know that we have this as the elbow when you're in close range. And we'll look at a couple of other ideas about that afterwards as well. So your hands on top, and you have that one, fantastic. Your hands underneath. Then look to drive, if they've turned, into the ribs, and if they're forward, into the solar plexus. And drive in and down, drive in and down. Yeah? You'll be one of the most challenging people to try and knock down with it. But this is great, right? Because, you know, fantastic, man mountain, excellent, right? You should be able at this point to get a good, boom, a good shot in there, and try and go down through the solar plexus. Through. Okay, yeah, so just put that one in. Obviously don't hit your partner in the face, but if you can just get that push, perhaps even better if you're not just doing the impact, but going for that push, and see if you can affect their posture and balance. Yeah? We need to do number 2 and number 3. Right? So what we're trying to do is develop that. And the kata we do it, right? We do the flow where we're going, you know, we're going here, and hitting, right? We do that in Naihanchi kata. This one. We want to do that at the same beat that hit is coming, you know, as close as possible. Yeah. So let's. We're doing 1, 2, 3 now. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, for example. Let's make 1 and 2, 1, and then try and make 1 and 2, 3 in the next stage. Yeah. So we're going to go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Try and make 1 and 2, 1 and 2 into 1. Okay. Obviously, the most important thing is you don't get smacked in the face. Right? So that means we can't shortcut. We can't go. Because we will get smacked in the face. This is important. Right? This guy. To be honest, from here, although I'm going to try and make this 1B, in reality, from here is where that's going to kind of, in a way, dictate where I go. Yeah. For example, if he comes in he's low, I'm much more likely to just go over the top, rather than trying to get underneath, yeah, and find that. Right. Here, yeah, it's gone up high, so I can get low, and I can hit. Yeah. So that first point is going to dictate where I move as well. So that's that idea that once you touch, that becomes your point of rotation. So when we think about doing kata, we're always rotating around the middle of us, right? Because we're doing solo kata. But as soon as you start applying kata and you look for the principles working with somebody else,
they become the point of rotation, or the point where you intersect becomes the point of rotation. That's the point of rotation for the techniques you see in the kata. So, take a step back. I'm going to try and do this 1, 2, yeah? But not shortcut the uke. Okay, so just a couple of minutes on that. Bottom quadrant, top quadrant, bottom quadrant. So yes, you definitely want to use that principle. That's a very sound fighting tactic. For now though, as this is just the first entry, I'm just going to go where I can get the hit. Yeah. So if my arm ends up on top of their arm, then I'll take that high hit if the target's there. If I end up underneath the arm, I'll take the low. The next step. Okay. I do want to affect the base. So don't forget that we tried to win that knee, right? We tried to win that knee. Yeah. So that I do want to be able to take his base. Yeah? I do want to be able to take his base. Yeah? So that's where, if you want that, you can use it. Yeah? I need to be able to punch. Yeah? So my chances of knocking him down with a punch, they're not great, right? He's a big fella. You know? Yeah. But I do need to bring him to the ground. Right? So the punch, the hit to the face, it might be I go for the knockout punch, or it might be that I just go for the distraction. Maybe that I just go for the push, because I want to try and just break his upper stance so that I can take his base. So this is the essence of kuzushi. Yeah, kuzushi. And if you look at the core principles of all, I'm going to say all martial arts, but certainly all Japanese and Okinawa martial arts, it's about taking out the base of the mountain. That couldn't be more right? The base of the mountain, yeah? If you want to beat a big guy, someone bigger than you have to take the base. You have to put them on the ground, right? You don't want to get into a sparring match with them, right? It's obvious you guys, been through this many times, right? So here, I have to take the base and affect the top. Yeah. All right. So we have to be very careful with each other in here, just because we don't want heads banging. Falling and banging together. So take this slow. It's actually better that you take it slow and get a feel for breaking the other person's balance. Because if you can reliably affect the other person's balance, you can throw them. Your striking is going to be more effective, right? So actually it's that. It's almost better if you go a little bit slow, try and get a feel for it. I can feel his balance is going there. Yeah. Okay? Let's take it there. Try and get the balance breaking, but just be very careful, particularly with the backs of heads. Okay? Like it, yeah. But our energy continues to move through that way, right? So energy moves this way. This hip moves this way. Here, the energy's still moving that way, right? But I'm not stopping or blocking their energy. Yeah, I'm not trying to stop them. So I don't think I need to do the whole, what does uke mean? Because I'm sure you guys are very aware of it. But it doesn't mean stopping the energy, right? It's really very much the opposite. But if we think about it, what is the essence of uke, therefore? Is it, how can I say? It's not just about, it's not just about receiving what they give you, it's almost about inviting them in. Right? Yeah, it's almost about inviting them in, yeah? So there is a sense of, in certain stances in Okinawan karate, the sense that you're creating a window and inviting them in through that window. Yeah? Positions like this. Which some people, say, kind of almost like a salutation position, right? You have this position in Kasai. You see it for pauses for a moment there. And then, of course, there are a number of different uses. Lots of forward guard producing, closing, grappling type uses. But one of the other uses is that you sort of start to dictate to the attacker, hey, come and attack me here. Yeah? Mm-hmm. You hold a high guard, right? Come and attack me here. Right? If you hold a low guard, means obvious, but come and attack me here. So sasoete in Japanese means to invite. Te is hand, right? So the inviting hand, the inviting hand. So we see this in grappling arts a lot, And some people criticize Aikido, for example, because the sensei invites the attack onto the limb. Actually, that's a principle in karate too. Yeah, and we know from we know that older style karate is full of tweaking, joint locks, seizing and working against being seized. Yeah? So we'll come on to that a little bit later, but just sticking with Naihanchi and some core skills. So obviously, opening move Naihanchi, yeah, 1, 2, and then we have 3, and then we have the pull down and the push. Okay. So think about this opening and striking, opening, striking, opening, striking, opening, striking. Why does the hand stay there? Indexing, you know where your target is, right? Yeah. Do you think the hand should stay there while you hit, or should it go somewhere else?
Comes in towards you to lick the elbow.
Yeah, absolutely. You can bring the target into the elbow. But another interesting idea is that you can use this to blind your opponent so they really can't see what's coming next, right? So we can just do a very, very simple drill. If anybody else wants to be with me, by the way, just put your hand in.
Good practice, Alan.
So he takes a swing. I've got a pretty good chance of getting a forward guard here, and if I can, turning it into an attacking guard. Yeah? Something like the inviting hand, yeah? Yeah? He takes a swing. Yeah, this. There. Yeah, so if the hand stays there, you get that amplified hit effect. So I don't know if you guys explore that here, but in the kata, in Okinawa kata, there are a few different positions where we do kind of an amplified hit, right? And Naihanchi, 1, 2, is one of those places. So from a forward guard, it gives us a great forward guard, yeah, and the opportunity to put the elbow in, yeah. Working over their guard, usually over their guard. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go back face to face, feeding the punch, try and win this position. Don't have to hit them, yeah? Just win that position. Right? This is also very similar to Jodanuke. And one of the functions of Jodanuke is to break their stance. Right? When we do pushing hands exercises, for example, so match me right to right. Yeah, one of the great things that we can work from this is understanding how to get under a Jodanuke position. Yeah, to break their stance. Yeah, so you can think about this too. This position here is a good stance breaker. Okay, so what we're going to do is just slow match to your opponent. Okay, punch them in, cover, yeah, and then get to the position where you've got the strike coming in, and then work to the other side. All right. If you're not comfortable with being, touched in the face too much, work to the shoulder. It's okay. Work to the shoulder. Yeah, and then you can actually just put in the hit a little bit as well. All right. Or even just work to the arm if you're okay with that. But the idea is that we get used to this, the hit coming into the hand. Yeah. Do the shrine practice. And show up.